Hi everyone. I will create a series of tutorials for the lab assignments for this class. You can follow the tutorials to finish some of the lab assignment sections. Okay, I assume you using the computer science computer lab in NW13 or 101 to finish your assignment. So in that case, the software is ready for you. For those of you who want to install the software in your own computers, make sure you finish it following the instructions. Okay, and also you will want to have access to Google Drive. Either online or activate the Google Drive app in your computer. Please fully follow the instructions, finish it, and then after you do that, after you finish that, you will need to create a GOD 3037 folder for this course. And then you will need to access the shared drive for this course, GOD 3037, and copy and paste the Lab 1 folder to your own GOD 3037 folder. Your work should be saved in your own GOG 37 folder instead of the shared GOG 37 folder. You don't have access to that folder, or you don't have the privilege to change that folder. Okay, so make sure you have done that, and also you must have received the email regarding your ArcGIS account. Follow the instructions in the email to create a password so that you can access your ArcGIS account and can use ArcGIS Pro software. After you have everything's done, okay, so type in ArcGIS Pro, right, in the search bar at the central bottom of the screen, ArcGIS Pro, right? Because I use it a lot, so so the software, the software shows it here, and then just click on it. I have seen the screen already. So for this screen, so because most likely it's the first time for you to use software, you will see this one. You want to see the recent projects. Okay, so you will just need to click on map. You want to click on map. Okay, you want to save. So there's a default folder for you. The name will be different, but I said I would suggest you to navigate to your own folder. Navigate to your own folder. It's here. Click on this PC, Google Drive, My Drive, and then your GOG 37 folder, and then Lab 1 folder. Right? Save your project file in your Lab 1 folder under GOG 37 because I have Lab 1 folder here already. I just cancel it. And after you finish it, click on OK. Okay. I create that already. I Lab 1 folder. I just access it. Okay, so I see a blank window, right? I see a blank window. Normally you will see a topographic layer, base map, topographic. Right? Topographic. So this is a very good base map layer. It contains information of elevation, terrain. If we zoom out, okay, so to zoom out all the layers in the window, right, just move your mouse wheel. Forward, zoom in, backward, zoom out. Right, so this base layer is very useful, noise information. It contains the boundaries, political boundaries, rivers, lakes, city names, vegetation cover, parks, so many information. So it's a good base layer information. Terrains, you see here, It's not very obvious, but yeah, if you move to the mountains, right? It's a uh, uh, shaded gray, or um, different degree of uh, gray indicates the elevation. So suppose the sun is at the northwest corner of the map, halfway in the sky, and those high peaks will have some shadows in the south or southeast portion, right? The shadows. So the shadows being used to indicate elevations. Right? For our region, because it's relatively flat, but still we should be able to see some. Yeah, we see some shades here. Right? It's this compilation, everything is very comprehensive, and it help us to know the area. Right? Help us know the area. The buildings, we can see building very well. Okay, and base map, you can see imageries, or even images with labels. Images. Um, for this lab, normally I ask you to refer to Google Earth, but you can refer to the, when you interpret line features, you can refer to this image too. Well, there's only one image, but still it's good, high resolution, right? We can see the buildings, cars, or power poles very clearly, very clearly. Okay, very clearly. Okay, so next I will introduce all the buttons, of course, and the tabs. ArcGIS Pro is a very powerful software with many functions. It's a compilation of GIS remote sensing software. So map is the most commonly used tab, like the okay, fix zoom in, fix zoom out. Right, if you click on that, right, or imagery. Okay, so the information here, accuracy 5 meters, is the information about the image, and then fixed zoom in, right? Fixed zoom in to that point. I just clicked, right? So if you move your wheel, a mouse wheel backward, forward, then you just yeah zoom in. Uh, Zoom into that area. Zoom into the area. Okay, and what else we want to know? And we can do measurements easily, right? Measure, planar, metric, measure distance, double click, right? Double click, and measurement. And we'll be able to use other icons soon, another tab we'll be using frequently will be imagery, right? How to analyze the image, but we'll discuss in your later tutorial. In a later tutorial. And all these buttons, you want to save your project from time to time. Click on this button or push the Control and S key. Save it from time to time. Create open new project, create a new project. And if you want to make discuss changes, we can use undo or Control Z key combination. Undo, right? Undo. Right. Okay. So this is the contents pane. List all the layers for your project. What is a layer? We know the real world is really complex, right? Real world is really complex. We have so one layer, for example, to indicate highway, right? All the highways in Ontario. We have one layer to indicate rivers, all the rivers in Ontario. We have one layer of lakes to indicate all the lakes of Ontario. We have one layer of political boundaries of Ontario. We show all of them together in one project and exam, and we have one layer of cities, the points. And then after we open all the layers in ArcGIS Pro, and then we should be able to create a map for Ontario, right? For Ontario. So those are layer, feature class layer, feature. One layer is about, perhaps in many cases, one feature, one class of feature, right? Cities for Ontario, so each city is 1 point. Rivers, each river is one linear segment, curved linear segment, maybe. Lakes has areas. One lake is one polygon, right? So each layer is a class of features. So that's the reason why it's called feature class. And at center is map view, to view the layer, right? So that's the area we view the layer, and the area we can do measurements. We can do measurements. And on the right portion is catalog. 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 Folders, right? Folders. We have one lab 1 folder for the project. We have one lab 1 folder for the project. Lab 1 folder for the project. Right, and we will save the project file. We will save the lab 1 project file. So that's what I did. Okay, lab 1 project file there. All right. The folders, we can add folders here so that we can use it conveniently in the future. Right click, add folder collection. Add folder collection. Right, and then for example, we go to this, so this PC, Google Drive, a shared drive, 33, level 1. Right, I have it there already, so I will link it there. I have the GeoOG 37 folder there already. I will add this folder there. Right, so next time the folder is there, I just click on it, and then I should be able to view it very easily. Right? I should be able to view it very easily. Right, the folder, the databases, all the file for project is saved in lab1.gdb folder. It's a file. We should view remote sensing GIS data here. It comprises of a series of files. Right? And we can, in this geodatabase file, we can save the river layer, as I mentioned, the highway layer. We can save raster images. We can save tables. So all the relevant files for one project will be saved together in this file, right? In this file. And of course, the project file, level 1, APRX file, just include the links to the files in the database. Okay, link to the files in the database. Okay, so catalog view here. Yeah, so if, for example, I will just remove the world imagery layer. You can add it later on if you want to. Just remove it does not necessarily mean that it is removed. It's deleted. It's just being removed, right? So we can just click and hold it and release it in the map window. It may take some time. It may take some time for you to see, okay, so this catalog, calculate statistics, have sufficient statistics for our histogram. Calculate it, yes or no. This is raster image, and we will not continue to work on this one. We will not calculate it. Okay, now we see the image. Now we see the image. All right, so this is one full scene of Landsat image. cover large area. So you see here, Sault Ste. Marie is here, very small, right? The area is very large, 185 by 170 square kilometers. If you keep zooming in, we'll see the Sault Ste. Marie. It's rough, right? It's rough. It's medium resolution images, 30 meters. So one pixel is corresponding to 30 by 30 meter squared, 900, which is 900 square meters. Right? And those are neighborhoods, golf course, right? Golf course, and yeah, trees for dark trees, conifers, dark trees, conifers. So these may be a mix of deciduous broadleaf trees and conifers, needle species. This area is grass, right? And as mentioned, we can add the image layer, right? Uncheck it, right? Uncheck it, and then zoom in to see the golf course, right? And then check it again. Oh, we see nothing, right? We need to zoom out a little bit. Now, right? So yeah, so the alignment of the image and the world imager is very well. It's very well, right? So and algorithm is here. Algorithm is here. CC building is here. Do we see CC building? Do we see CC building? Okay, so let's place the cursor here. Okay. Okay, so because the course resolution, right? So so the buildings and because the buildings being collected by bare surface, right? Bare surface, they represent very similar features, very similar features. And you see here for the CC building, the building is not there yet because the picture was taken in year 2000. It was taken in year 2000. So turf or grass, right? Grass at that time. So no, so this layer can be used to help us to interpret the images. We can always remove it if we don't want to use it or just uncheck it. Right? Okay, so right. It's catalog view. I have others, geospatial, geoprocessing tab, geoprocessing tab. So all the functions available, right? We can always just click at bottom to switch between different panes. So I introduced tabs. So there are icons, and there are groups of icons. Navigate through the images, and even there's one. Group options, navigation options. You can set up the options. Yeah, I let you play with it. Those are buttons, and we can also add data, right? So I just show you how to access the files through the folder. And you can always add data. Add data. Okay, and shared drive. GeoD37, lab 1. Okay. We can add the images again. Okay, no. Right, now we have two layers. Of course, we don't need to have two layers. Right? So there are two ways to access the files. And because perhaps it is the first time you guys to see the medium resolution images and maybe challenge. As I said, you can always refer to Google Earth images and or the world imagery layer to interpret the images. Okay, And hmm. So where am I? Okay, I think that's for this introduction.